Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Endless Legend, where today we are giving this another go. I've loaded us into a new cultist game with approximately the same settings as before. I think I may have put the colors in different seats. Whatever, it doesn't matter. The important stuff's all the same as before. So, right away, obviously, we've been planted right on top of a pretty solid crop of anomalies, and we have water here, but okay, we're like near the equator, sort of. This might be an inland lake. It's kind of hard to tell. Let's begin the fanning out. May as well send our hero over here to have a chat. Now, the Magte are not a particularly good assimilation target, in my opinion. They want 8 wine. We might be able to make that happen. We'll see how things go. So that is ocean. You only see weather on proper ocean tiles, so this is interesting. This is compelling. This is a compelling settle right here kind of situation. That is a cliff. So okay, we'll send one of the preachers up here and the other one to the east. Because it's not impossible that moving across the border and settling in the volcanic region might be the right play, but obviously, if we did that, we'd have to prioritize cultivation quite highly. That said, this is looking pretty good. 2 of these are plus approval. The steppe soil and the oasis are both plus approval. And there's more steppe soil over here. So yeah, we like settle there and then just kind of like build across. That's not bad at all, actually. Yeah, and there are a lot of anomalies in this opening region. Okay, well, listen, I want to open up one of these games and find a good reason to do something really cool and unusual, but sometimes the game's just like, here's a good one. So yeah, we're gonna take it. This, I think, is a pretty solid start. One thing that is a little bit of a bummer with this is that we have some tiles in our immediate area that are below average value because they are desert tiles. Also, the fact that the optimal settle is here rather than in one of the actual coastal tiles is a little bit of a shame. And also, the presence of the village in this tile makes it impossible for us to level up a dock that is placed there. So we don't have the possibility of a level 2 dock, but these are all like relatively minor, I think, in comparison to how good this settle is. And we only need 1 burrow to get out to the ocean, which is the thing we should do. And just in general, this is tough for me. You all know this is not like a huge strength of my gameplay. We just gotta be more aggressive. Always find it difficult. Because it's always like, what if I just stayed home and improved the math, right? Oh, sure, research. I suppose I ought to research a thing. So we don't have a ton of science income right now, which is maybe a little bit of a problem. I am wondering if we maybe want to go to the public library first, then the mill foundry. Given that it's a 13 to 35 turns until winter type situation, I can see in a lot of situations here being inclined to go cultivation really early. But here, I don't know if I think that's a good idea given how slow our research is. Because if we were to do, say, cultivation into public library into mill foundry, we're not going to get the public library research finished until like turn 15 or something. I mean, we can aggressively pursue the food and then just move people on to science to get the tech done. With a 13 to 35 winter, it does feel like we're in a position here where we could get some. All right, we're gonna go for it. We're gonna stick to population for now. Maybe this is unwise, but if it pays off, it's gonna have a big long-term effect on the city. Obviously, more population early is like an unambiguous good. 40 dust is cool. Here's some salt pits, salt desert. And of course, weird cliffs and stuff. It's also quite a large region, actually. You know, they tend to try to give you a good one. Ooh. Lucky, lucky. So that there are different rarities to the things you can pull out of ruins. Somewhere in the neighborhood of like 30 to 40 dust is common. The 70 dust reward at this point in the game, quite rare. Alright, what would you like? You would like 8 of our titanium. We'll see. Faction quest, convert 2 minor villages. We'll get there quickly as we can. Die. Let's hold on to that. I don't think we need to pop it right away. It's not going to take us up an approval level or anything, and obviously the effect is pretty limited. Pacify 8 villages, activate 4 luxury boosters for 130 gold. Okay. So we've got a neighbor right away, someone to keep an eye on. Let's go see what their deal is. No indication just yet. Okay, we're gonna be able to buy out some early buildings. Like my feeling is probably the play here is the moment the cultivation research finishes, we buy the building. I think that's probably the move. Oh, the Dorgeshi. Verify the traditional story of a feud between the roving clans and the Dorgeshi by producing 56 dust in your city to buy their ancient artifacts. You need to collect artifacts and antiques to get to the bottom of this question. Listen, I'm not qualified to perform this kind of anthropological task. I can see that the minor factions are going to be uncooperative this game. Okay, 30 more dust. Pretty lovely. Pretty wonderful, really. Yes, this I will do. I feel like we have 50 dust. What is the other thing they want? Beautiful. The easy one. I love it when it's the easy one. All right, I do think that we should go over here and reveal this tile, just in case there's something fun in it later. Do we have a sense of... Okay, no question marks, so I think that means that we're not going to find any more resource tiles that we can currently exploit. But, you know, it's good to have that stuff visible for the sake of, like, the tier 2 and 3 resources. So we still don't see anything of pink. I'd really like to speed up this tech a little bit, and I think we can probably... I can afford to boot a little bit of population progress to get our cultivation stuff out faster. I think that's perfectly reasonable. Oh, it's one of these. And the army spawned right on top of us. Revealing that pink is Mycera. Okay. Simultaneously, extremely frustrating, and also sort of a good thing because it means they're not going to try to colonize the land between us. But we're gonna be clearing fungal garbage forever. Ooh, how do I want to fight this? This is gonna be maybe a little bit tough. Oh, well, sorry, they only have one flag. So we just stand here and we fight them one-on-one. If this is the region the Mycera are in, though, this is almost certainly a single village region, right? Can you please stop doing zeros? You're embarrassing yourself. Howdy. This is gonna be a weird, it's gonna be a weird relationship. That said, if we do manage to take their city at some point, obviously, could be pretty powerful. Alright, we just need to average a little bit better than we did last time. Okay, that's good news. I mean, I think we're gonna do the same thing that we did last time. So the earlier we pull Andom back to the city, the earlier we're going to have the influence necessary to start conversions. I think I'm gonna have Andom retreat at this point. We'll lure the remaining Kapaku back. What is the reward for this quest? Because we do have to get it done before 80 dust. Yeah, that would be nice. We do have to get it done before the Mycera decide to just burn the village, is my biggest concern. But I've moved us onto volcanic terrain, which means that I won't heal. Shoot. Well, my plan was to try to lure them all the way back here. I don't know if that village will still be standing by the time I do that. I may need to get up here and provide some support. Hold on. This unit's turn is considerably easier. Okay. That is another village, but it is not the other village. Because right now I have 40 health. Yeah. It's dangerous, for sure. So I'm trying to think about like whether it makes sense to bring the preacher up and try to engage. You know what? I'm just going to fall back. I'm just going to fall back, and if we don't get him, because Pink burns the village down, I'll be sad about it, but not like that sad. Okay, that's interesting. There's spices in this region. Gonna veer away from Pink's army for the moment, though. Alright, come and chase, nerds. Okay, yep, there it goes. The village got destroyed. So we are buying out the seed storage immediately. Now I think it's probably time we get that public library going. But yeah, this is going to help a lot. A lot of good early ruin searches can really power you up. Okay, what is your deal? You love... Okay. That may totally get done. That could occur. Alright, we gotta find this other village. And frankly, okay, perfect. So I'm gonna warp our hero over here then. I was gonna say I don't really want to search these ruins until I do, because we know we want to teleport the hero here. Okay. Where's the other one? Those are a little inconvenient. And then after the reassignment cooldown ends from this teleport, then we'll reassign as governor. I think that makes sense. Alright, so we got healthy food income. Got ourselves some pacification. Ooh. There's wine over here. That's fun. Wine and titanium. Okay. We definitely want to convert as many of the villages in this region as possible. That seems like very high priority. Also, nice cluster of temple ruins over here for later. Okay, so... my guess is there's not too much more terrain north of Pink. So this is very interesting. Do we want to try to build a burrow? Do we want to start on a burrow? I guess so. Like, we are going to want to get that up. We're going to want access to the ocean quickly. Also this. But let's go for the ocean next. I mean, we're going to start the public library as soon as it is possible to do so. But yeah, we'll get Antom home. We'll start picking up the influence that we need to get these conversions going. I guess, yeah, let's head into the mildly forested lands down here. You probably want to wrap around the coast. So those minor faction villages tend to be on the coast, or tend to be on the edge of the region. So, is it 178? Yeah. We'll be able to buy this off pretty quickly. And then once we have the mill foundry up, I think we can decelerate a little bit on the science. Or once we have the mill foundry research completed, I mean. Return to this village with an army that contains a minimum of 3 minor faction units. That we might actually be able to do. That's not infeasible. Okay. 30 dust, super welcome. More folks to have a friendly little chat with. Or, alternatively, not. Alright, so we might be able to buy this off right now, actually. Yeah, we should probably do that. How about this turn? Nope. This commonly happens because you have enough quests already. The game is telling us to finish what's on our plate before we take more. Do I want to cross the lava? It's probably not worth crossing it here. Let's just back up. We'll see what we can see across this area. Yeah, let's not change anything about that just yet. This is the turn I can reassign? Yeah. Okay, so let's make sure we get over here and get this done. We spawned bad guys, but this shouldn't be a problem, I would think. How much movement do you have? Okay. And you don't have line. Right. So actually, I probably want you to be here. Yeah. So we're going to start with the buff. And then, yeah, you move there and... Got him. 9 whole damage. You know, over the course of the entire battle, it might add up. Oh no. Oh no, things are turning. Okay. Hero is only nearly dead. 80 dust of loot for that. Feels pretty solid. Seems like a fine time for a reassignment. Let's just get you out of there before you can die horribly. And at this point, we do not need any help getting that done. So I might just do this for a turn. Yeah, this has been a very productive open so far. I think at this point, this unit is probably just heading back to start getting conversions, honestly. So we should be at, what, 6? 5. Didn't I do 2 regions of 3? This is a 3. I guess this must only have been a 2. So, converting 3 more villages in a hurry. We don't have the resources necessary for any of our other... Yeah, the ones who wanted stuff wanted the wrong stuff. Why can't somebody have asked us for a bunch of glass steel? Always so much glass steel to go around. Never any titanium. Alright, I do kind of want to jump on this, but also getting that point of population next turn. Yeah, alright, we'll get the point of population, then we'll move them all over. Have our basic buildings up here. So, like, No, I wanna turn around and start getting the conversions. These early conversions are super valuable, especially if you can convert a village that's in a position to get you a lot of resources, which it looks like we actually cannot this time. This one's at least in the middle of a bunch of tiles, rather than right on the edge. Ooh, this one's next to a dragon tree. That's pretty fun. But yeah, I definitely wanna get the titanium leech going here. So I think for the moment, you just keep moving along the lava river. Yeah, alright, next turn we'll cross. I think it's worth it to cross. And I suppose then it is time for the furnace, although getting a sewer system online to push us to fervent, permanent fervent, would be awfully cool as well, I suppose. Semi-permanent fervent, anyway. Alright, will they be kind and give me a quest now? They will. Set economy and population to level 1. Don't put anything in military. That's very doable. It's wild how doable that is. So we may do it. I should really convert, like, that village. It shouldn't be this one. It's just a shame that the two that are actually going to exploit 7 tiles are so damn far away. Alright, well, is what it is. So I think I am going to just take this first conversion. You can help us explore. It got out of the village onto the lava tile so that it immediately took damage without me having any way of interacting with it. That feels underhanded to me. Okay, now that we have 5 bodies, let's just put them all to work on the mill foundry, or I could just buy the mill foundry. Put them all to work on a husbandry center instead, and then just, like, hunker down for the winter. You know? It's not horrible. We'll get that burrow eventually. Ooh, okay. Eclipse time does change our math a little bit. Let's get plus 15% science. I think that means I want to have somebody loop back around for these. So yeah, I should have just put them out here. Whatever. That's a shame. Where else do we have... I don't want to zoom out that much. Where else do we have temple ruins? Actually, it looks like there's not that many others. There's one here that we're already coincidentally on the way to. And so I have to wonder whether it makes sense to reassign people to influence for a little bit, maybe. It's like a couple of turns of hard influence gain. Oh, right. Having extra armies does screw things up a little bit. couple of turns of hard influence gain will put us in a place where we can get the empire plan that is required by that quest. Potentially get some more pacifications going. And still meet our conversion goal. Alright, well, it super sucks to end your turn in lava, because then you take the lava damage twice. That is a swift conflux. Whatever. That one is just, it's merely nourishing. Alright, search that for the quest. Hooray! Got ourselves an Eye of the Hernas. I mean, listen, it's fine. And also, 5 more glass steel. Hooray. Definitely not exactly what I was looking for. Alright, I'm going to leave everybody on influence for at least one more turn. Oh, I should still do research. That's probably a good idea. Let's pick up Alchemist Furnace now. Sewer systems up, and probably more important to work on for the moment. Alright, what is the conversion cost down here? 50. I'll do it. You get a Minotaur Guard. So now we want to make sure that we get back to... we want to do this to finish that quest, right? So we got to get back to 56. And we don't have that... Yeah, we'll leave them all on influence for one more turn here, for sure. No idea how many turns we have left. It sure would be cool if it was at least 2. 2 would be good. Do you want to give me a quest? Alright, that's fine. Really hoping to find more temple ruins here. That could be one. Where is this force going now? I guess we're going up here. I may just burn that Magte village. Hooray! 15 more glass steel. Assimilate a minor faction for 20 influence. Well, what do we got here? Gorin. We could assimilate the Gorin. Pay 30 influence to get 20 influence. Oh, no, that's right. We have an Erisys village. Let's assimilate them. So yeah, we'll pay 30 influence to get 20 influence back almost immediately. We'll hope that darn. Well, I mean, it's still a lot of stuff to search, but darn. It's a lot of glass steel. That's wild. That is a borderline unbelievable. Hooray for having half an extra point of movement. So we got 60 dust and also 50 dust. Pretty cool, actually. Pretty exciting stuff. Okay. Yeah, productive turns. So it's the Delvers who gave us... Oh, there's a thing there that I somehow didn't notice. Well, I don't think we're going to be able to get anybody over to it in time now. Search temple ruins with at least 2 level 2 minor faction units. That just became visible to us. I had managed to not reveal that tile yet. Well, we should definitely get up here. I believe what we have seen is a minor faction unit spawn on... I mean, that's maybe not the first turn that it can happen, but it's quite early. Quite early in the possibility space. I I guess at this point I just have you come home. Yeah, probably. All right, so we'll have to get a couple of units up to a reasonable level. We are not that far off of mercenary market. But if I open pit mine, we can start pulling wine out of that territory down there for free with the village. Then again, it's going to pull 0.2 wine per turn, so do I want to wait for that to get up to 8? Probably not. We're probably just going to burn and rebuild the Magte village. So, I mean, the Empire Mint's probably a good idea. And then after that, I don't know, I'm thinking hero purchases? Or maybe boats, actually. Oh, yeah, it should probably be boats. If we're allowed to get to making our empire plan without anybody else pacifying 8 villages, fulfilling that empire plan quest may do it for us. Oh, okay, this changes some things. Do I want to pull and for a quick lust for loot? I probably do, right? And if we did that, then we could just pacify the village. We certainly don't need the wine ourselves. So yeah, that's really interesting. Yep, and the Irken Lice have started to spawn, and that also awards wine. And here's somebody intruding on our party. Well, we have some space for the moment, at least. Yeah, I'm a little worried. They could become a problem. This was the Silix in Zydina, where we can see there are at least 2 villages. Okay, so that would put us on 7, and then we'd be on 8 from flipping this village. Yeah, let's do it. Although, maybe let's take one more turn of gains here, and then we'll do it the turn after. Yeah, we'll do it next turn. Next turn is the way that most people would express that concept. All right. Everybody food focus. Everybody industry focus for just a second here. Let's get those burrow streets out so I have access to the water. And maybe boats come before Empire Mints? Okay. So I'm going to move you to here, reassign and search this for lust for loot, which lets me move you to here and convert this village, which puts us on 6. Next lust for loot over there. That's a bit of a walk. Yep, alright, well, one thing at a time here. Did we talk to you already? We did not. Enter Technology Era 2 within the next 10 turns. You know, I think I will. I feel like we've gotten quite lucky with our, what do you call it? Our quests and ruins and stuff this time. Much, much, much better than last time. Alright, still some tiles to explore. I guess I'm just gonna have this army join up with the hero. Just wait over here for him. And then we'll warp the hero back home as soon as we've lusted for as much loot as I think we can handle. So we are going to temporarily lose our fervency when we build this burrow. So I may actually pop something then. We don't have enough dye anymore, but we'll have enough gold. So yeah, this should be fine. But we got to get access to the ocean. I also really want to get this boarding vessel tech quickly. Okay. So here's where everything gets a little weird. We do this to satisfy that quest. And nobody else has taken the tactical training yet. Okay, somebody else got Wealth Harvester. We were probably not going to get that. That one's fine. That hurts less. Maybe the better thing to do, given the amount of distance we're talking about here, is just to have the hero teleport to this army, because we're not going to cover that distance fast enough. So instead, the hero army is just going to come down here and explore. Might find ourselves a ruin or something. All right, gonna do something for one more turn. I mean, reaching out and grabbing the extra approval there. Just building ourselves an approval neutral burrow street that gets us a little closer to starting to level things. Seems fine. You know, put a turn of work into this, and then I'm assuming I have to keep everybody on. Yeah. Okay. Fingers crossed that we've gotten this established quickly enough. So, yep, there it is. Pacification of the final 2 villages, leading to, hooray, legendary deed complete. 15% bonus initiative on all of our units, as we have seen many times. Very significant. Let's see. Okay, well, another minor faction we haven't spoken to yet. That's something. Y'all just keep revealing tiles for the moment. And we are going to need some of those. We'll grab the pearls here once the hero has been teleported over. So this is the thing that matters most. Population is also important. Let's just try to find ourselves a happy medium here. We're doing a good job growing, though. We've got reasonable conversions and stuff, so we have extra population from that. Yeah, it's going better. Kazanji want us to destroy some haunts. It's an interesting prospect. Is it next turn I can do the reassign? 2 turns. Yeesh. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. The question is, do I think that Andom can take 2 haunts by himself? And the answer to that is probably yes. Andom's a very good fighter. Ah, now it's 4 haunts. Now I'm thinking no. So we'll just run back across the border here. Four haunts would definitely be a little too aggressive. Yep, they wanted it too. They were after me. Alright, so next turn we can do the swap over. I'll take 1 step before we do that. And you have now mapped this area. As you can tell, not super excited about moving people over onto Dust. Doing my best to keep us focused on population growth here. But we are running out of money quickly, and it would be super cool if this winter would just end. And we do get a little infusion from that, since we impressed that tribe. We got 15 gold. Oh my god, there's titanium. There's titanium available. It is all the way across the damn map. This is one of the most aggressive Lust for Loots I think I've ever seen. Okay, yep, somebody burned down that Gelderus village finally. Well, we have people who can be over there and waiting, and I think we're just gonna do another hero handoff. Okay. My boarding vessel got done as we entered the second era there, so it came out at level 2, which is great news. Can I put enough people on this to bump it down to 2 turns without disrupting the birth rate? No, I cannot. In fact, it takes a lot of people to get it down, it looks like, but it's probably worth it. Okay, yeah, this isn't so bad. Yeah, let's get another ship out here. So 82, you're gonna have exactly the same stats as me, right? Yep, you sure are. Well, that's really inconvenient. It's bad for me that you are doing this right now. So we are still pulling... Oh no, that's right. We're not pulling anything out of the ground. I don't have the technologies for that. So we have a conversion in this region which has no resources. We do need to continue doing more conversions. Now the question is just, do I want to attack this boarding vessel with my boarding vessel? And basically, like, it's a die roll to see who would kill who. I might just try to run away. Let's just try to get some distance and see some things. And of course, both of the ruins I'm just a little too far away from to actually explore them. It's fine. We'll get out of there and then we'll circle back around and... Oh, sure, yeah, research. What is the next most important thing? We're not quite holding on approval, so the market could be smart. We're starting to research into, or like we have a fair amount of glass steel. Wondering if maybe going to alchemical alloys and then just trying to push pink really fast might be a good idea. Because if they have time to overgrow everything on the continent, it's going to be a real pain in the ass. But also, the Mycera are not totally trivial as far as enemies go. Well, you know what? There's no version of that where we get through them without a combat hero. But I guess let's public granary first. We don't have the money for a combat hero anyway at the moment. As much as it is a good idea to go get that. So we can't do this quest. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with my hero. We have a bunch of time here. It's just kind of like empty. Make sure I get away from these demons as quickly as I can. Oh, y'all should probably also move. I think I won't move you right away at the beginning of the turn. The Zujajun are back, and they seem to have had a pretty rough go of things out on the sea. Alright, I think I've given the neutral ship enough time to move. Just gonna scoop this. Never mind, I'm gonna get nothing. And then now we'll have some reinforcements, and we can actually do some real fighting. We can also, at this point, actually build the level 2 minor faction units that we need for our quest, and, you know, we'll get on it. I should probably try to go meet the neighbors. Actually, what's this cost? 69? You know what? In this situation, that's not very nice. Also, if they were to decide to siege the city right now, even though they are tiny and weak, it would actually be a huge problem. Oh, thank God for the end of winter. Really, really, really needed that. I would love to fight those lice, but I sure don't want to go to the ocean for it. Preacher is running away, it looks like. Yep. Well. Alright, let's just clean this up. Oh, apparently there was a second one. Because of course there was. So still kind of a coin flip then as to whether or not we survive this. We're going to cut around here and hope that this thing losing sight of me means it doesn't block me from accessing the ruin. And yeah, it might be a good idea to sort of merge up here. Maybe just have you get the hell out of there. We have put together enough pearls for our altar, which I guess I would put down like here, maybe here. This is kind of awkward because we sort of like, we want to build the city like this, but in order to level up the primary district here, the capital, we're gonna have to build in kind of a weird shape because of where this village is. And we know that that step where we have to level up the city center to level 2 is pretty early on, right? Alright, we gotta just take advantage of our superior positioning. We get to 2v1. We get 1 lucky die roll. Yeah, I kind of think I don't want anybody to move. There we go. 2 lucky die rolls. It's like Christmas morning. Ooh. All right. Barely alive is still alive. All right, and then we can have some chats, and because they both spat out a ship, both of these fortresses should be temporarily weakened. So if the chats don't go our way, we can just do that thing that we do, where we murder everyone. And then we gotta I gotta settle some stuff here. Some of our situation needs to get corrected. So we are still for sure hemorrhaging cash. It might be better for this army to move out of the area. But, you know, this Silix village would exploit that. You know what we should do is we should put... How many people can I afford to move on to this? Because I really do want that Empire Mint in 1, but also, what if we had 69 influence, right? What if we just did this for a turn? Alright, Is anybody in a situation where they need to act immediately? You have your orders. Okay. And conversions here, like, this conversion will create a level 2 minor faction unit. Oh, it's 72 now, for some reason. Damn it. Well, I guess that helps with the money problem a little bit. Get him! Hey, what a surprise. Also, fuck all this seaweed. For real. With a hero-led army search... Okay. Well, that's not happening. This one is not, in fact, weakened. Okay, the legendary but broken yellow bathysphere has been, needs to be repaired. I'm gonna take it... Oh, just down there. Alright, well, I will escort it to that position. For now, it can just join up here. No, it cannot. Never mind. Yellow bathysphere not allowed in my army. But I can still use it to start a fight. So yeah, we should be able to take this by force while it's weakened, right? F3 move? Yeah. I guess actually I should back you up, but I do want to get this started this way. Hooray, morale. Definitely don't move in and make the attack yourself. Okay. Actually terrifying. Alright, let's hope this one's a little bit more cooperative. We could potentially see ourselves to controlling a whole ocean region here. So I'm going to wait on this side of the border. I still think converting this is correct. Region has glass steel, so that's something, but mostly I want the good tile payout here. And you are gonna try and go meet our buddies here. Ah, yes, this. Let's go see who it is. It's the Morgar. Oh, interesting. Potentially... Don't really know what to make of that, honestly, as you can probably tell. Okay. Back to being productive. Please build thing. How many people can be pushed over onto science here? It's probably quite a lot of them. Yeah, does this need help at all? It does. It needs one person. Alright, let's try to get our granary going. Alright, we're gonna have some money problems here. We're gonna have to reassign some people. Let's go ahead and fire the conversion. Museum was constructed. Okay. So next turn we get to make our move. Yeah, I guess there's nothing like terribly important for these units to do. I'm gonna move the snake in the direction of home. Alright, easy quest. Warm reception. Really a huge bummer, actually. Got ourselves an Urkin, who we probably cannot interact with meaningfully. And I might have y'all just... Oh my god, the seaweed. Just a never-ending carpet of seaweed everywhere that I need to be. And we're just gonna hide out in here for a second and replenish. Because I think we're gonna have to fight for control of this one. Alright, and sadly, also gonna have to do some of this. Do I want to... I mean, obviously we still want to get the granary research done right now. But yeah, I'd probably rather generate food than progress on this Burrow Street that I don't think is, like, hugely important. Are you close to leveling by any chance? No? How about you? No, not really. Yeah, we're probably going to have to build a second minor faction unit of level 2. It's a little awkward. Alright, the yellow bathysphere in which we all live has made it to its... Ooh! Its destination is a one fortress region. That's cool. Wait 2 turns for the repairs to proceed. Okay. So... I guess there's no reason really to wait on this. Let's just go ahead and warp you down here. And hopefully the next ruin for the quest won't be so damn far away. It's not. It's not so bad. So, what we could do here, as much as I want to get this public granary done, and it is a lot, what we could do is bump everybody back to influence for a minute and try to get enough influence going to convert this village on our way past. And then that will generate a second level 2 unit, which we can use to push our faction quest forward. And this would be a Gorin versus that being a Nidya. I think I'd rather have a Gorin. Yeah, I think so. Also, that gives us a bunch of titanium to work with, which is potentially exciting. Wow, that's aggressive. Oh, if you think you're taking my ocean region, you're potentially right, and I'm going to be very sad about it. I am not in good shape to defend myself. Oh, hey there. So we need to get over here, obviously, and challenge, make this thing go away. So I can probably... Yeah, let's really focus on that influence, because I don't know exactly how much I'm going to need. But I do know it's going to be a bunch. And now let's mark it. It is less critically important to be super aggressive with your neighbors if you actually have room to convert. Because obviously, if we can pull conversions, that's sort of like expanding, right? All right, let's get this closed up. You know where you're going next. We'll manual it just to be sure, because what I really want to happen is you live in the corner and never engage in combat in any way. Alright, perfect outcome. Now we don't have to worry about that noise anymore. I'm really surprised that they never harassed us in any meaningful way. Okay. Yeah. Sorry I sound so nervous. It's just like, it feels like things are going better than I think that they maybe should be going. Really, it's eclipse time again already. So we have ourselves a proper bathysphere, control of this fortress. Up, and here come the fire ships. The instant we got control of the fortress, all of a sudden, here's how you will lose it. Well, next turn the boarding vessels will be at full health. God, that really sucks that it didn't even lose any ships to generate 2 ships. So a bathysphere can be quite powerful, but as you can see, they're really quite fragile. You have to take good. You have to make good use of their submersible trait for them to really be any good in combat. It's 100. Okay, so I can get it before we move past. Am I gonna get this done 2 turns? Yes. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. So what are the rewards? Okay, yeah, we'll just fire both of those. That'll push us to Fervent. Oh. Actually, we don't even need the extra unit. We had a natural spawn. Well, then in that case, I'm not gonna grab this one because this is a pretty low value village, actually. And we'll just move everybody back off of influence. It sure would be neat if I managed to pull this off. If we can just beat them. Like, their boarding vessels, no problem. It's just a matter of hitting their fire ship hard enough and fast enough, and it's fully doable. It's also worth noting that the yellow bathysphere has stun, as submersibles usually do, or by default do anyway. So we might just get lucky. All right, so we have a lot of plans here in the making. We also got ourselves a level 2 vine snake. That's pretty handy. Do I want to go after these lice with a level 2 vine snake? They only do 46 damage. I might be able to just put them down one-on-one. Yeah, probably. All right, you know what? As I was saying, I feel like we've established a solid foundation here. This is all good stuff we can do to start next episode on a potentially high note, maybe. And we'll go spend this influence converting a village that's maybe a little bit higher value, like the Gorin village out on the coast or something. So thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we are, fingers crossed, going to get control of maybe even 2 ocean regions, and then I think we're going to turn our eyes towards sharper blades. And we'll see you then.